Perfect. Okay, so welcome to everybody who's on the call live, and also hello to everyone who's tuning in to the replay. So my name is Lauren, and I'll let Jeff introduce himself in a moment, but I just wanted to introduce who we are a little bit before we kick into this, and an overview of what we're going to cover tonight. So we've been really taking our health journey, and you'll hear from a lot of people tonight who have just taken control of their health from a mindset, a body, like a physical sense, and also within the realm of wealth over the last few years. And we thought what would be a really empowering thing to do was to bring people together and see if we couldn't create some momentum and some really lasting changes together as a group. So that's where the Fit for Fall challenge originally came up. And so we will have a number of leaders really contributing to you over the next 8 weeks. But my journey specifically started about 5.5 years ago. And I was a college student at that time and was just really struggling to find the energy and the passion for life that I thought that a young person should have. And so I was introduced to my entire health journey thanks to my grandma. And she introduced isogenics to me, which was the nutrition that just totally changed the game. I found that after starting to fuel my body properly, it just was a ripple effect of positive changes in my life. And that's why we're here today to share this important piece of the pie with you in case it might be something that you're missing in your life too. So before we get moving, this is Team Fit. And FIT actually stands for Focused and Inspired Transformations. And so we're really passionate about creating community and supporting people in their goals, whatever that may be. So everyone's going to be on their own journey, and we totally respect and value whatever it is that you're after, and we want to support you in achieving that. So I'll let Jeff just share a little bit about himself, and then you're going to hear from some of our other leaders tonight, but take it away.
Cool. Thank you. As Lauren said, my name is Jeff. My journey didn't quite start as far back as hers did. It was about 4 years ago when I was a skeptical junior hockey player. Lauren was trying to get me to use these products, and I basically was having none of it. My performance had kind of flatlined at the time, but yet I wasn't open to trying these products. And fast forward about 1.5 years after that, my mom actually decided to start on this after a conversation with Lauren. So I decided I'd do it with her. I seen some fantastic results right off the bat. My energy levels really spiked. My performance spiked. I dropped a little bit of weight that I basically didn't need anymore. And then I stopped using the products. And I say that, I don't know why I stopped using them, but at the time it just wasn't right for me. And that's why timing is such a big deal with this, is because everybody's time may be different, but we want to put you in a position where your time is now so that you can make a huge difference in your own life. And so anyways, I stopped, and fast forward then again about another 1.5 years or so. And after this, I was done playing hockey. I was having a very difficult time basically in life, just with the results that I was getting. And this was completely due to my diet and my lifestyle at the time. So I decided, once again, let's jump in with this 30-day system, see what it's all about. And the exact same thing happened, like to a T. My performance went up. I was stronger in the gym. I had lost, again, that 10 to 15 pounds of unwanted weight that I didn't really need. It wasn't serving me at the time. And ever since that moment, which was 2.5 years ago, I've decided that this is completely for me. This is my lifestyle. This is what I need to do to take care of myself. And so now we're all about just obviously passing that forward to new people so that they can feel their best. And that's what this whole 8-week challenge is about. And that's what you're going to hear about from everybody on this call tonight, is everyone just really, really wants to help all these people around the world take their performance, take their life to the next level. And so that's what we're going to be sharing about tonight.
And just for the bones of the challenge itself, definitely talk to the person who invited you. But we want to, over the 8-week period, really come together as a community and provide as much value as we can, provide as much knowledge, and really come together. And really that's the goal at the end of the day, is we want to support each other in our goals and just make it a really fun environment. So First, we're going to have Cassandra share a little bit about, what her health journey has looked like, and also touch on one of the solutions that Isagenix offers. So just a quick disclaimer before we get there, just know that, no results are guaranteed. So even though we are going to support you the best way we can, we're going to give you the tools and the products to really hit your goals, you're not going to have any guaranteed results. Everything depends on the amount of effort that you put in. And so some of the stories you might hear today are going to be very inspiring, and know that it's possible for you, but we aren't going to guarantee any of that. And so really, at the end of the day, why are we doing this is because there are people out there who just are suffering. At the end of the day, these are really big markets because people are looking for solutions. And so rather than us, suffering through life, why don't we thrive through life and really address the things that we're coming up against? And so as you can see, there's a lot of things out there that are available to you, but not necessarily everything is going to work for you. So getting into the solutions, like I said, we do have a solutions-based company. So Cassandra's going to touch on weight loss for us first, and then we're going to be going into all of the other opportunities that are available for you. So Cassandra, you can take it away and share a little bit about your story.
Oh my goodness, thanks guys. I'm actually incredibly nervous, and I'm never nervous presenting, but video is like a totally different ballgame. So if my voice is shaky, that's probably why. So my story and my journey with Isagenix actually started about 3.5 years ago. And I like to say I have essentially 2 different transformations, and I'll try to cover them both really quickly because I think they speak to 2 different types of people and 2 different experiences. So my first transformation happened 3.5 years ago. When Lauren reached out to me and introduced me to this company and these products. And I'll just say this, I was not looking for something. I didn't know what I didn't know, I guess, is kind of the moral of the story there. And it took her a long time and a lot of unread research being sent to me before I even just said, you know what, fine, I'll give it a shot. And I was the skeptic of skeptics. Like, Jeff says he was a skeptic, but I feel like I was above and beyond where he was. So it just finally was like, you know what, fine. I'll try this. It's never going to work. And I was that person who was going to prove it wrong. So I ordered the system, and I started actually the day after my birthday. And took me about 2 weeks in, and it was crazy what changed for me. Like, I woke up and I wanted to go for a run. And I was not that person who wanted to run. If I was going to do something, it was going to be like a team-based sport, or it was going to be like weightlifting at the gym, but it wasn't for fun. It was because, I felt like I had to. So that was kind of, for me, that was one of my big light bulb moments. And I learned a lot of other things throughout that month about this company, about my own experience. And let's just say I obviously have not looked back, and I will never use these products. The only exception to that was when I was pregnant and I literally couldn't stomach the strawberry shakes. But even so, that first journey took me to an incredibly different place in my life. I went to the gym, and it was fun for me. I loved to push my body. I loved what was possible for me, and it was absolutely incredible. And then fast forward to my pregnancy journey, and I kind of had a little bit of a different experience because I couldn't use all of the products. And how I used the products was, I knew the shakes were the absolute best nutrition I could get into my body. So that's how I started my day every single day, until the day I couldn't actually stomach them for a couple of weeks. And it kind of I almost used them as an excuse. Like, I got my nutrition in, I can give into my cravings for the rest of the day. It was a terrible mindset. I do not recommend it. Sorry. But that was my mindset during my pregnancy. And I put on about 40 pounds over that time, which isn't bad. And I still think that I can attribute a lot of that to maintaining my shake schedule and regimen. But I loved being confident that I was receiving my best nutrition for me and for my baby. Fast forward again through that 9 months, and that's my second transformation. I lost a bunch of weight really quickly because I wasn't eating, and then put a ton back on during my breastfeeding journey. And I reached a point where I was like, you know what? I'm committing to this again. I used the products that I could through my breastfeeding journey. And since then, I've released an additional 20 pounds. And I feel phenomenal. I feel the best I've felt in a long time. I recently was able to implement cleansing and the Ionic Supreme products back into my routine, and I am incredibly grateful for that. Those are the two things. Cleansing is the number one thing that I missed for those 2 years of pregnancy and breastfeeding, and I'll tell you a little bit more why when we get to that product. I'm sure I missed a whole bunch of stuff and rambled more than I should have, but that's kind of the basics of my story. I believe in this company, I believe in these products, and I honest to goodness believe that they have 100% changed my life, and I'm so grateful to Lauren and to her grandma Mary for starting this all off for us, because it's incredible when you hear the stories of where people were to where they are now. So with that being said, I'm just going to talk about 3 products that have changed my life really quickly. Lauren, you're in charge of moving the slides, yeah?
Yes.
Okay, cool. Excuse me. So this first one, this is the Isoline Shake, and this is the product that I will 100% never live without. It doesn't matter whether I'm pregnant or breastfeeding or not. I have 2 of these every single day. Most people, once they hit their weight loss goals, actually go down to 1 shake a day, but I could never do that. I love them more than most food, and that's my diet every single day. And it's incredible because I know that they're nutritionally balanced. They have 23 vitamins and minerals, as you can see on the slide there, 24 grams of protein, which is incredible, and it's a high quality whey protein. Like, you guys don't understand how incredible this protein is. And the extra cool part about these shakes, and something I love so much about them, is they actually include enzymes that help you to break down the whey, so you don't have like those standard protein side effects that a lot of people talk about. Anyways, it's an incredible product, and it's the number one reason I am 100% confident in my nutritional intake every day. So second up is the dairy-free. I don't actually use this product. I know Lauren loves them, but essentially this was released. There's a high demand for a vegetarian and vegan alternative to the whey shakes, and Isagenix put a ton of time and research into formulating these shakes. So there's no soy in them, which is incredible, and it's my understanding is it's a pea and hemp-based protein, and they've done their work and their homework to make it match the profile of the whey shakes as well as the whey proteins. So these shakes are incredible for anybody who has like a lactose intolerance or who leads an alternative diet lifestyle. Excuse me. Oh, my absolute favorite product. And nobody believes me, I don't think, when I say this. So this Cleanse for Life product is really, really important, and I find it's an integral part of the system. I believe that everybody should cleanse, and when you understand kind of how this product works and how our environment has an effect on us, you would agree with me. So how our cleanses work is actually a little bit different than most cleanses you hear about in the market, and it's not one of those cleanses where you're sitting in the bathroom all day and you have to be worried about how far away you are from a toilet at any given moment. It's a gentle cleanse. It's a nutritional support, I guess, to the intermittent fasting. And there's actually an incredible amount of research right now on intermittent fasting that's coming out. And I love, Isagenix has been doing this for 15 years, and all of this research is coming out now. And this product it's a game changer, you guys. I tell you, like, I can't even go into the benefits. Like, my life is completely different since being able to cleanse, even since pregnancy and breastfeeding, than it was before. I can't speak enough about this product, and I'm not even going to go into all of the details because I find that that's boring for most people. Just know that it is 100% worth it to try single or double cleanses and just giving it a shot for your body.
Yes, I think anyone who has questions about cleansing, Cassandra is a fanatic. So as we're going through our challenge, if you're kind of dreading that cleanse day, Cassandra will be your go-to to keep you excited and keep you motivated. She actually will go a little crazy if she sees that you're you're struggling through. You know, she just loves them so much. So thank you so much for sharing. And I'm sure we'll get lots more as we go through the challenge, getting to know you and your story, but that was awesome. So then the next kind of solution, if weight loss isn't your jam, and what you'll notice is the products are really packaged as systems. So a few of the core energy products, one of my absolute favorites is Ionic Supreme. I really call it happy juice, and if anybody is here who's used it, let me know, what's your favorite thing about Ionics in the chat, because I was a very, and still am, a bit of an emotional person. So the ups and downs, the highs can be high and the lows can be low. And Ionic Supreme, it just helps me adapt to stress. And it can be physical, it can be mental. This product, it saved marriages, I'm sure of it. Coffee. So coffee is a huge product in anybody's life, it seems. But one of the things about coffee is it can be quite acidic. So rather than drinking some of these coffees that have a high acidity, why not try something that is going to be a little bit more alkaline? It's going to be more gentle, smoother because of green tea extract and coconut oil. This is an amazing coffee blend, and I can drink it black, and normally I'd have to add in all the sugar and the creamers, but you don't need that stuff when your coffee is this good. So this is an excellent alternative to just your basic coffee. And then E+ e-shots. I just, when I was a student, I found having one of these right before my exam, or, going into a workout, it just kind of depends what you're looking for. But the key thing with our e-shot is that you don't have a crash like you would normally have with energy drinks. So it's not full of all of that extra sugar, and the caffeine source is natural. And I think I like this so much because the adaptogens that's in the Ionics, that last product that we were talking about, are also in the e-shots. So it's a really healthy energy shot and a great alternative to what's typically out there and typically used. So now you get to hear from someone I've known my entire life, and that's my dad, Trevor. And he's going to share a little bit about the experience he's had with the performance line in particular and the difference it's made.
So thanks very much, Lauren. Just give me a thumbs up if you can hear me okay. Awesome. So just quickly on my kind of story, I've been doing Isogenics now for about 3.5 years. Obviously, Lauren got me started. If I would have started like 8 years ago when my mom was trying to push this stuff on me, I probably would have been a little bit more grateful at this point, but I'm very grateful that I did finally take the plunge. I can actually relate to a whole bunch of different solutions that we have, but I really am super focused on the performance packages now. I've been working out, I don't work out a lot, but I do seem to get a lot out of my workouts. I think that is basically because of the nutrition that we provide our bodies with. The same shakes that you would take for weight loss, I take the same shakes 2 times a day to nourish my body. The biggest difference with the performance line, the amped line, is, and it's with all the isogenic solutions, is how convenient and how simple they all are. Just quickly, when I do my workouts, it's just so easy. You take a scoop of your amp power, you do an e-shot before, you hydrate while you're working out. When you're done, it's 2 scoops of recover, and you've pretty much got your whole body's needs taken care of in 3 real simple steps. And if you want to really take it to another level, there's also some products, Amp Nox, again, the e-shots, the Ionics. I do take Ionics sometimes with my workouts as well, just to help with, leveling the cortisol and all that sort of stuff. So, and for the endurance guys like Jason, who's on this call, the Amp Fuel. If you're an endurance athlete or extreme athlete where you're going to need a little boost, throughout your workout, definitely you can use that as well. So that's my my quick take on the performance stuff. And like I said, the most convenient part of it is the simplicity of the system.
Awesome. Yeah, Jeff will just really quickly slide through some of the products you had mentioned. So go
Yeah,
ahead there.
totally. So like Trevor was saying, the AMP line is full of a whole bunch of different products depending on what your goals are. So for one example, you can see up here the AMP Power. So this is a creatine-based pre-workout. As with all of the other AMP products, there's no artificial colors, flavors, or sweeteners, which is a really big deal when it comes to these things because most pre-workouts and post-workouts are absolutely loaded with them. But what does the AMP Power do? It really, really is going to help the blood flow and the oxygen transportation through the vessels, our blood vessels, and into the muscles so that we can actually lift more powerfully and longer. So that's what you're going to see with those workouts. You're going to see your muscular endurance and your power actually increase when you're using this AMP Power. Isoline Pro Shake, the exact same amino acid complex as what we had in the regular Isoline Shake. The only difference with this guy is it's got a higher protein content. So we have 36 grams of the undenatured protein versus the 24 grams. And basically what this is going to do is really help maximize all of your muscle recovery. It's going to help fuel you. It's going to help satiate you a little bit more because of the increased calories, but obviously at the same time, not sacrificing any of the vitamin intake or any of the high quality protein amino acids in our regular shake. And then the AMP Recover. So like I was saying before, obviously super important, no artificial flavors, colors, or sweeteners in this guy. But the AMP Recover is basically all about branched chain amino acids. And for anybody who hasn't heard of what BCAAs are, is they're all about really maximizing muscle recovery. And so the AMP Recover, you're going to add it to a shake or you're going to take it by itself, and it's really going to help replenish those muscles that we broke down during the workout so that they can recover quicker and more efficiently, so that we can get back to working out obviously faster the next time around. And then I'm just going to quickly touch on this last product solution that we have, Healthy Aging. You can see it is once again a solution of products designed to help specifically with healthy aging, but you'll see that many of these products are intertwined with the other solutions as well. The first product, Complete Essentials with Isogenesis. These are super, super easy AM/PM vitamin packs. And what these guys are, they come with a gender-specific multivitamin. They come with your omega-3 fish oils. They come with resveratrols and CoQ10s. They come with vitamin Bs and Ds and Cs, all those types of vitamins that our body that our body really, really needs. And why are they split into convenient AM and PM packs? Is because our body can actually only absorb so much vitamin intake at one time. So by spreading it out morning and evening, we can actually maximize that intake and our body can use all of the vitamins we provide it. Another really cool thing about these vitamins that I had just learned actually was that they're coated with basically vegetables. And that really allows our bodies, after we ingest the pills, to be broken down in our stomachs and then absorbed effectively rather than coated in other things that our body can't break down as effective. And the next product, as you've probably seen on the last slide, the Isogenesis, it also comes in the Complete Essentials pack if you get that. And what Isogenesis is, it's a really targeted, specific solution for aging. And basically what it does is it supports all of our the very ends of our chromosomes, and I kind of like the science, it's pretty cool. But these little telomeres at the end of our chromosomes are what we actually can support. So we can stop the free radical breakdown that causes these telomeres to age, which in turn causes our bodies to age, by feeding it and supporting it nutritionally with Isogenesis, which is just basically a blend of herbs and adaptogens so that our bodies can get the best out of those products. And so obviously one of the most important things with Isogenics is, does it work? You may be sitting there thinking, okay, this knowledge around the products is great, it's amazing, but do they work? Because that's what we all want to know. And what we actually found in a study where an isogenic system was pitted against a heart-healthy diet over literally a 14-month period, we found that participants actually lost 56% more weight with the isogenic system, 47% more fat with Isagenix, and twice as much of that visceral fat loss, which is actually all of the fat that's really dangerous and surrounds our organs, can actually affect us a lot as we go through life. And this was done by a third-party independent group. So these results were quite astonishing, actually. And then the last thing I want to get into is the IceBody Challenge. And obviously, as we talked about today, our 8-week challenge is going to be focused on mind, body, and wealth. And those are all things that Isagenix holds near and dear to their heart. As you've seen at the beginning, our solutions are based around weight loss, performance, energy, healthy aging, wealth creation. And then we have different programs such as the IceBody Challenge that you see here on this slide to really help increase our body and our commitment and test our consistency throughout a 16-week period. And then we also have a healthy mind and body program, which is really all about personal development, dialing into your goals, focusing on what's important to you in your life, and sucking the most out of that so that you can really achieve your goals. And so just one last thing when we're on this call, I want to call on Jason just to get his quick word. As you've heard on this call, I mean, Lauren's been 5 years, Cassandra has been 3.5, I've been 2.5, Trevor's been about 3 years. So the consistency and the commitment has been there. So I want to call on Jason just for his take on how important commitment and consistency to your life and whatever your goals are can play a role in your journey. So Jason, take it away just on how important commitment and consistency has been in your journey, obviously as a professional Ironman triathlete.
Yeah, well, I mean, can you guys hear me all right, first of all?
You bet.
Okay. Sorry for the stuff, as I had a 7-kilometer swim today, so I got a lot of chlorine water up my nose. So, but I mean, obviously, like consistency and discipline, it plays a crucial role in anything that you guys, put your mind to, right? Motivation can only last so long, but it's discipline, commitment, consistency that gets you to that next level, and that's what kind of the IceBody Challenge does for you, right? Over the next 16 weeks, if you decide to participate in it, it teaches you know what? It's not like it's just a 30-day quick fix, right? It's a lifestyle change. It's that commitment. It's that discipline. It's that consistency day in, day out. And it's just like a muscle that you're creating, that you're working, that you're expanding, right? And I mean, for myself in Ironmans, like this is my first year racing as a professional in the Ironman ranks, and I've been using the products consistently for just over a year now. And, my performance has substantially increased. And I mean, that's due to hard work and obviously putting great products into my body, but it's also that consistency, that discipline, that drive. Sorry, guys. Okay, sorry, I hope I didn't cut out there, but it's just that consistency, that that in that drive and that commitment, that day in, day out, that gets you to that next level, right? So I mean, it doesn't matter what goals you have, whether it's weight loss, whether it's taking your performance to the next level, or if it's just energy, right? Even if it's a lifestyle change or a breakthrough, a transformation that you want to create within yourself, it is, go all in for, let's call it 16 weeks, and really put your mind to it and see what you can achieve, right? And it is so unbelievably crazy what you can do when you go all in and you show some consistency and determination and discipline. And I think you can really achieve anything you put your mind to. And all of us here on this call, like we're here to coach you through it too. So
amazing. Thank you so much. So perfect segue. The IceBody Challenge is 16 weeks, as we've talked about. And so what we want to do is provide the platform with this 8-week challenge, the what, why, and how of this challenge. Let's get into that and end the call off on that note. So Lauren, can you take it away and tell us what exactly this challenge is going to entail?
Yeah, so thank you for those who tuned in tonight. If you have anyone in your life who might want to join you in this challenge, this is going to be recorded, so you can, pass it along or just connect them with someone here whose story might resonate with them. At the end of the day, our challenge is going to be just, many of the people that you've heard from tonight, they're going to be continuing to share some of the tools, the knowledge, the resources, mind tips like mindset tips, fitness, meal prep. We're going to be putting out everything we possibly can so that we can each hit our unique goals. So over the 8-week period, we're going to be in our Facebook group, Team Fit. And I invite you, if there's people within your community, let's start, planning out some events that we can do. Maybe we're going to a fitness class. So if you have people in your area, really let's take this offline too. We don't just have to live online, but we really want to create a community. We're all going to dive in, if we so choose, with our nutritional systems. So this week, if you haven't gotten started with Isogenics, there's free membership. And so talk to the person who invited you, and they'll be able to walk you through your options and make sure that you have a pack that really fits your goals and your budget. And you'll get that extra bonus of having a free wholesale account for the entire year. So you can get your products at the best price. And other than that, beyond that, we want to keep going. So keep the momentum going. We're going to build up lots and lots and lots of amazing goals and achieving those over 8 weeks. And then we're going to crush it into the new year and just keep that momentum going. So if you guys have specific questions about what that might look like or concerns, reach out to any of us. But that essentially takes up our whole gist of the call. So if you have questions right now, we'll just open it up. And while we do that, maybe if anyone has some specific goals that they're going after and want to just put out there and make real, we'd love to hear from you there too.